Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I will be doing a GFX tutorial in Blender 2.9, though it should work in 2.7 and 2.8. This tutorial will be for beginners, but if you would like me to do a more advanced tutorial, please tell me. But without further ado, let's get right into the video. So before we start, you're going to want to download both the rig and Blender 2.9. All the links will be in the description, so if you click the links and then press download, they should download. The first thing you're going to want to do is go up to Create New Game, select Baseplate, and Create Game, and hit Edit. Once you are in Roblox Studio, you're going to go over to the toolbox, select Models and Plugins. And you're going to want to search Load Character. And select the free version and hit Install. You might need to wait a minute, but if you go now, you go to Plugins and select Load Character, and you can type in your username. You're going to want to make sure Spawn at Origin is clicked, and you're going to spawn R6. Once you have your avatar ready, you're going to want to right click on your character's name and go down to Export Selection. You can choose where to save it to, and you can go ahead and name it whatever you want. After you're done, you're going to want to go to your files and find where you saved your rig. You're going to want to double click it, double click rig, and default. It's going to open up Blender and your rig. So the basic controls in Blender is to select, just click. To move, you're going to hold Shift and the little squiggly line, I don't remember what it's called, but I'll put it in the video. And then you're going to use W, A, S, and D to move. And if you scroll forward on your mouse, you can go faster, and scroll backwards, you'll go slower. To select more than one thing at a time, you're going to want to hold Shift as you click, and you can select everything. To delete, you press X and delete. And to go back, you hold Control and press Z. Controls. So the first thing you're going to want to do is delete the head. And now you're going to select the torso, go up to here, and select Shader Editor. Now you can scroll, there's all of these, but you're on scroll in right here where it says texture. You're gonna hit this file button. It's gonna open up your file, and you're gonna wanna go to where you saved your avatar and select it. Now you have your avatar's texture. The next thing you're going to want to do is go to File, down to Import, and Wavefront.obj. You are going to find where you saved your avatar, and before you press Import OBJ, you want to go to Geometry and make sure Split by Group is checked. Once you import it, it will most likely be facing the wrong way. So if you go to the side here, select Rotate, and using these lines, you can rotate it whichever direction you want. And you're going to want to move it out of the way so that you can delete everything but the head and the accessories. Once that is done, you want to select the head and all of the accessories and move it back to the body. So now you have your basic GFX set up, but you still need to pose it. So in order to do that, you're going to want to click on any of these like lines around your avatar. And if all of them light up, you want to go down here to object mode and select pose mode, but it should automatically be. Each of these can be selected and moved however you would like. So make sure you're selecting rotate, and you can move your avatar how you like. I have my finished avatar all set up here. I didn't do a too complicated pose because this is just a beginner's tutorial. So the next thing you're going to want to do is add a camera. And so again, make sure down here you're on object mode, and you're going to select add and go up to camera. So to go to the camera, you're going to want to press this camera icon on the side here. You're going to move the same as you did before, and you are going to move the camera so your avatar is in the spot you want it to be, because this is how it's going to look when it's rendered. Only this space inside the camera will be seen. So to change the size of the camera, you're going to want to go over here to this like printer button and select how many pixels you want each side to be. So I recommend making it 1080 by 1080, and you can always resize it again. And yeah, to take a sneak peek to see what it will look like rendered, you're going to go down to these 4 circles and click this last one on the right. This is what it'll look like rendered, but it's kind of dark, so we're going to want to add some lights. So again, go to add, and this time select light, and I recommend using a point, but you can always play around with all of these different lights. So once you've added the light, you're going to want to position it to however you want it to be. And it won't automatically be exactly how you want it, but if you have the light selected, you can go down to the side and select this light bulb icon. You can then change the size. I like making it 5 because it brightens up the whole screen, but it's all up to you. And then changing the power up quite a lot, and deselect cast shadow just to make it look a little nicer. You can add it, it doesn't really change anything, but if you add multiple lights like this to make the light look more evened out, it's really all up to you. And that is pretty much it, but the last thing we need to do is add a background. So you could use a room model, but because this is just a beginner's tutorial, I did not show you how to do that. If you want a more advanced tutorial, please tell me in the comments and I will make one. But the next thing you're going to want to do is go back to the material shading, and you're going to go back to add, select mesh, and choose a plane. Then you can rotate it up and move it back and scale it. Now you have a plain white background, but if you select it and you go again to the side down to this little texture icon. You can add a texture and choose whatever color you'd like it to be. The other thing you can do is make a transparent background. This is what I do for all my thumbnails. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna first go up here to this little camera icon and scroll down, and when you find film, click on it and select transparent. Now you're going to go to this printer icon and scroll down to output, select PNG and RGBA. To render it, this is the last step, and what you're going to do is you're going to just go up to render and choose render image. Now it could take anywhere from 30 seconds to over an hour. It just all depends on how complicated and how many things are in your GFX. But mine is pretty simple, so it shouldn't take too long. Once it is finished rendering, you're going to want to go up to image and press save as. You can then save it to wherever you want and name it whatever you want. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope it helped you out. See y'all next time. Bye!